Hey guys, it's Kairos back again with another video, and today we're answering a question nobody in the Joestar family would agree to. What if Jotaro Kujo fought every JoJo? Rule 1. Each character is at their peak. For example, Jotaro would be his end of part 3 version. Rule 2. Only canon abilities are allowed. Round 1. The gentleman himself, or as I like to call him, the human refrigerator, Jonathan Joestar. On one side, we have Jotaro Kujo, man of few words, professional hat wearer, has a ghost that can punch faster than my internet can load a video. On the other side, Jonathan Joestar. This man fought vampires with sunlight karate and had enough kindness to forgive the guy who ruined his entire life. There is one massive problem here. Jonathan cannot see stands. To him, this entire fight will look like Jotaro standing perfectly still while the universe itself decides to punch him in the face. Here's how I think this would go. Could Hamon help? Maybe. Could Jonathan survive a few hits? Probably. Could he survive time stop? Absolutely not. Imagine you're about to throw sunlight yellow overdrive and suddenly time's frozen. Araki woke up one day and decided balance was optional. As much as I love Jonathan, this is basically a hydrogen bomb versus a really polite bodybuilder. Next up, Jotaro has to fight the most dangerous man in the Joestar family. Not because he's the strongest, not because he has the best stand, but because this man can somehow turn a completely losing battle into a victory through pure nonsense. The king of making shit up as he goes, Joseph Joestar. For this fight, we're gonna use old Joseph, because even though young Joseph is stronger physically, old Joseph has more experience and has a stand. Now physically, this isn't close. Star Platinum hits harder, it's faster, it can stop time, and Joseph is Joseph. But here's the thing, you should never underestimate him. This man could walk into a fight with a paperclip with 2 pieces of string attached and could somehow leave as the winner. Unfortunately, there's only so much strategy can do against a stand like Star Platinum. Could Joseph pull off some insane plan? Maybe. Would it be hilarious? Absolutely. Could he consistently beat Jotaro? No. Now finally, Jotaro is now fighting someone who can actually throw hands with him. No ancient martial arts, no volcano-powered victories, just 2 guys with ridiculously strong punching ghosts. Jotaro Kujo versus Josuke Higashikata. On one side we have Jotaro. The man can stop time, punch faster than bullets, and somehow still look bored in every situation. On the other side, we have Josuke, a guy with an amazing hairstyle and the emotional stability of a landmine. This is Jotaro's toughest match so far, because unlike Jonathan or Joseph, Josuke can keep up in a straight fight. Crazy Diamond's fast, is strong, and has a pretty good ability. And the scary thing about Josuke isn't his strength, it's his creativity. This guy turns everything around him into a weapon. Broken objects become traps. Destroyed objects become projectiles. The environment itself becomes part of his strategy. There is one issue though, a very big issue. Jotaro can stop time, and that's kind of hard to deal with. Crazy Diamond might be close to Star Platinum in speed or strength, but it's still not able to stop time. No matter how hard Josuke pushes Jotaro, he doesn't really have an answer for reality getting paused. This is one of the closest fights we've had so far. Josuke has the stats, he has the intelligence, he has one of the best utility abilities in the entire series. But Jotaro has one thing that changes everything, the ability to stop time. Next up, Jotaro has to fight the son of his greatest enemy, who's also his great uncle, which probably makes family reunions pretty awkward. It's Jotaro Kujo versus Giorno Giovanna. Now this fight will have 2 rounds, because fighting gold experience and fighting gold experience Requiem are 2 different conversations. One's a difficult fight, the other is trying to punch a game developer while they're changing the code. Base gold experience is already pretty scary. It can create pretty much anything from objects, trees, animals, plants, and Giorno's one of the smartest fighters in the entire series. The guy doesn't just punch people, he comes up with plans so complicated that you need a flowchart to understand what happened. If there's one thing JoJo has taught us, it's never underestimate someone who looks calm. Giorno will turn around and break into a frog, use that frog as a trap, and then explain the entire thing afterward like it was obvious. Here's the problem for Giorno. When it comes to pure fighting ability, Star Platinum is just better. It's stronger, it's faster, and if I haven't mentioned it before, it can stop time. Base gold experience doesn't really have an answer for that. Could Giorno outsmart Jotaro? Maybe. Giorno's definitely smart enough to make this fight difficult, but Jotaro's not an idiot. This is the same guy who figured out how to beat an immortal vampire in the middle of the fight. So while Giorno's intelligence keeps him in the game, time stop still gives Jotaro the advantage. And now, everything changes. Gold Experience Requiem, one of those abilities that makes power scalers cry. GR can basically say no, that's really it. Attack me? No. Try to win? No. Try to use your ability? No. Could Jotaro stop time? Probably. Would it have any effect? I don't think so. GR's entire ability is preventing actions from reaching their intended result, so even if Jotaro lands a punch, there's a very good chance that punch simply didn't land. Against GR, strength doesn't matter, speed doesn't matter, time stop doesn't matter. The question becomes, can you bypass return to zero? And Jotaro's never shown an ability that can do that. Fighting Gold Experience Requiem is like trying to win an argument with the author. The answer is simply no. Next up, Jotaro has to fight his own daughter. Now before anyone says anything, no, this will never actually happen. But if it did, it would probably start because Jotaro didn't answer her phone calls. It's Jotaro Kujo versus Jolyne Cujoh. At first glance, this fight doesn't seem that close. Star Platinum's just better, it's stronger, it's faster, so easy win, right? Not exactly. Stone Free isn't the strongest stand in the series, but it might be one of the most versatile. Jolyne can unravel her body into strings, she can set traps, patch up injuries, swing around like she's Spider-Man, and somehow turn string into the solution for almost every problem. The biggest reason this fight is interesting isn't because of Stone Free's raw power, it's because of Jolyne herself. She's one of the quickest thinkers in JoJo. She constantly turns terrible situations into winning positions. The more desperate the fight gets, the more dangerous she becomes. If there isn't a way to win, she usually invents one. Unfortunately for Jolyne, there's still one ability she can't counter: time stop. No matter how creative she gets, it's incredibly difficult to outplay someone who can freeze the entire battlefield. She can prepare traps, she can control the environment, she can outsmart intelligent opponents, but none of that matters if time grinds to a halt. Could she beat Jotaro under the right circumstances? Maybe. She's clever enough to capitalize on mistakes. She's incredibly adaptable, and throughout Stone Ocean, she proves over and over that she's capable of overcoming opponents who seem impossible to beat. But if we're talking about both characters at their absolute best, Jotaro still has the advantage. This isn't a sweep. Jolyne's one of the smartest characters in the series. She's creative, relentless, and Stone Free is much stronger than people give her credit for. But Star Platinum is simply just better.